a quick morning broadcast to you all. This is not scheduled, but sometimes it's good to do things unscheduled as well. So, quickly, this morning, I want to talk about three things. One is that a young lady who graduated from the University of Lagos by name Isioma was given 10 million naira by the Lagos state government led by Babajide Sanwo-Olu. We must applaud that. And I will say the reason why I've chosen to talk about her. Secondly, I will talk about the Idris Abdul Karim's song, the one he sang about Bola Tinubu, Seyi Tinubu, tell your papa that Nigerians are hungry. And the NBC, that is Nigerian Broadcasting Commission, has banned that song. You see the funny thing, guys? Somebody told me, Mazi, have you listened to that Idris song, the new song he brought out? I honestly didn't listen to that song until the government banned it. There is a way illegal things they sweet, but the government is stupid all the time. Obasanjo did it. Let no one think it's about Tinubu, right? Obasanjo did it. Recall that in 2004, when Idris sang Nigeria Jaga Jaga, everything scatter scatter, poor man they suffer suffer, boza boza, gunshot into the air. Armed robber came to your house. When Idris sang that song, now Obasanjo, a sitting president, intervened and said, "Na your mama jagas." So when President replied him, actually, I think that's that song. If you play it today, Idris is quite talented. If you play it today, it's like a national anthem. So as a means of supporting him, I hope they're not going to, if I play that, they're not going to, take it on me, right? I hope they're not going to take it on me if I play that song. Let me quickly find that song. I may not play it all, but there is a line that is really very interesting here. Guys, I know you can hear me. Please do me a favor now. Just like and share. Make we do morning communion before I leave. I want to go to sports, but I know I have events later in the day, the moment I come back from sports. So let's do this before I leave. So let's listen to that song. For those of you, just like and share now. Let's listen to that song. For those of you that haven't, okay? So, hold on. I think I'm on a space. No, okay. Okay, let's see the song here. It started with 419. Tell your papa. Seyi. Tell your papa. Seyi. Guru. Mago. Where the mago dance? Seyi. I swear your papa no try. Too much empty promises. Bala blue grammar. Bula blue wahala. On behalf of
message to him. Kidnappers, they kill Nigerians. Seyi, try travel by road without your security. Make you feel the pains of fellow Nigerians. You they fly private jet. Insecurity don't be a problem.
Now, the question is, listening to this song, where is the problem here? Do you think that Idris lied? Idris, in my view, actually, I am of the opinion that Idris was being moderate with his language. Seyi, tell your papa, country hard. If you want to know how far, travel by road without security. Seyi is human, like you and I. We'll travel by road. We don't have security. We are not politicians, right? Let him wear wig. Let him disguise. Travel, Let him not do this thing, And on another note, now that I mentioned Seyi, I know I have friends who will definitely not make heaven. I have friends. I think their names from the book of heaven has been cancelled. They shared this with me. Say, Seyi, whether we go do DNA. I don't know how I make these friends. I don't know how my friends are so much, that my friends appear to have so much violence. How can somebody share this to me? On the left, on the other side is Seyi Tinubu, and the other one is Odumego Ojukwu. And someone added in the byline, Mazi, stop discarding this. Remember that Ojukwu lived in Ikoyi too. I said, now wow. Now wow. Why are you people like this? Anyway, that's on a side note. So back to Idris. I think the issue with the song with Idris is very simple. The NBC shouldn't have intervened. By intervening, they've made him popular. And I believe that Idris did not break any law. Idris was actually kind and mild with his language. Idris didn't, use any language that children shouldn't hear, like swear word or anything. He was just saying, if you think that your father, this is not Bala Blue, your dad made a lot of promises and is not keeping them. Recall, there is a video where Tinubu said, if in 4 years I do not give you electricity, vote me out. In fact, in 2 years, it's gotten worse. So in 4 years, if he does not give us electricity, it's not about voting him out. He shouldn't even contest at all. If the party are made of men who somewhat have gray matters in between their skulls, that is what they should be gunning for, because it's a promise made, and the promise that is 18 months into failure. Total failure. You're banding you're banding, some of you say you're in bandit. I don't even know my band again, but hey, you stick in 100,000. Anyway, that's why I advocate that everybody should go off grid. Listen, I have NEPA, just for NEPA's sake. Go off grid. The best investment I have made in Nigeria since my adulthood is going off grid, putting solar in. In fact, let me tell you, the one I did for someone in Enugu, we did the calculation every day. They buy 8 liters for about 10,000 naira every single day, just to have light for about 5 hours or thereabout, with small generator. And that cost about 1.2 million. Now, if you do the calculation, in 8 months, that solar has paid itself. Just 2 batteries, 6 panel, 350 watts, right? So, my point is, if you go off grid, the mess it reduces, it reduces. So, if I come here and I think Idris has done well, he has a way of reinventing himself, and he's very, since the death of Fela, he's not fearful. He sang one for the one that he sang, I mentioned, Festus Kayamo, the one that he sang for APC. So every party that comes in, so that none of you, the children of roasted corn, you know, some people call them the epishits. None of you, the epishits, will begin to think, oh, this guy is doing it because he's APC. No. This guy is doing it because he's a northern president. No. This guy is doing it because he's a southern president. No. I give him that the guy he has been consistent. He did it to Obasanjo. Obasanjo is a Christian, so it has nothing to do with religion. Obasanjo is from the southwest. He did it to Buhari. Buhari is from the north, Castina to be precise, and Buhari is a Muslim. So it's about being consistent. It's now doing it again for you and I, because he's speaking up. You know, of what use is music if it's not sensible? Not all these hey, bola bola chuku chuku baga baga, this rubbish. Because sometimes I don't even understand the relics, because maybe my brain is getting tired. The things are just too fast, you know, until I see them on the screen translating the relics. I don't even understand what these younger ones sing these days. Ikebe, nyash, do, good. People are hungry. Use your music. Fela said, music is the weapon. Music is the weapon, right? And this one, I said, Idris, I tuale for you. I support you for this one. Now, quickly, before I run for my days, please, 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 only 5 people liking my stream now. Huh? Now, wow. Even as they say Tinubu, you people now, not they even try self. Just like now. So you remember this boy? We posted a picture of this boy. That is Yusuf. You know, the boy that stood in front of P2B is, a vehicle. You remember this guy? When I saw this, someone did a thread, and I was alarmed. I quickly called the attention of His Excellency, Mr. P2B, to this. And I said, His Excellency, this is, the boy that stood in front of you. His name is Kadai Yusuf Alabi. You know, he was falsely accused. You know, after this picture, let me give us background to this. After this picture, the area they were living, so people started, because people started gifting them money. So suddenly it became a boy of interest. Now, some people were saying that what the parents should have done the moment, people started gifting them money, is that they should have left that environment. But hey, that's where they grew up, so they stayed. But which, in hindsight, I think with the amount of money that people gifted them after this picture, probably they should have vacated and left that vicinity. But they stayed. And in staying, they said that there was a conspiracy, that they reported him to the police, and that he was falsely accused and he was arrested. And, obviously, because having lost Lagos, anything that looks like P2B or anything that is associated to P2B is a persona non grata. So you know what that means. Oh, let's use this boy to get at him. So I called His Excellency's attention to this. I say, time to intervene is now. And yesterday, eventually, P2B sent a delegate led by Tanko Yunusa, and they went to Kirikiri to see the guy, and they went to see the guy's mom. This is Tanko there in the middle. They went, this is Dr. Mo at the far left or right, however you see it on your screen, the guy on blue, and this is the mom. The guy's mom was with them, and they visited the parents with, this the lawyer there, that is Enibong, the guy from Akwa Ibom, right? So a delegate by P2B has intervened. Now, I will use this opportunity to please beg on all of us. We are a family. Whenever you see certain things that need intervention, you see, a lot of things that we do here, we don't talk about it. The only reason why I am talking about this is because in the community section, there was an emotional article that was shared. And when I read the comments, I see a lot of people saying, oh, now it's P2B to intervene, now it's P2B abandoned. I said, before that article was shared, before you even came to know about it, intervention has already started. I can guarantee you, in just a couple of days, that boy will be out on bail. And whatever it takes for him to be out will be taken over, you know. So that's to tell us. And if you go to Tanko's Twitter handle, you can see what Tanko wrote here after they gone. Tanko wrote, let me just take his first paragraph, just as an affirmation here. He says, His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi, through the Obedient Movement, visited Kwadia Yusuf Alabi at the Kirikiri Minimum Correctional Center in Apapa, Lagos. During the visit, he connected with Kwadia's mother and sister, standing in solidarity with the family and expressed unwavering support during this difficult time. You know what that means? He connected. He was called on the phone, and the phone given to the mom, reassuring the mom that, do not worry, we stand with your son. We cannot allow evil to stand. And that is what Idris Abukaren sang in that song, that promises were made and promises have been broken. The prominent of them promises is the one that talks about giving us electricity, right? So quickly, my last point here before I go is this beautiful girl. This beautiful girl. Do you know this girl? Now your sister? That's a beautiful girl. Not only that she's beauty with brains, but she has done something amazing. And what did she do? Isioma Nwosu graduated as the overall best student of Lagos State University with a CGPA of 4.93 in biochemistry. You know, biochemistry, this is not outline. This is not enumerate. You know, you got to get something up here. But to be even in biochemistry and be the overall Begbero, as we say it in Yoruba, Begbero student, the best graduating student, she graduated in biochemistry with a GDP of 4.93 in biochemistry. Then, again, Elanya Chimezirim emerged as the second best graduating student because of 1 point from the same university with a GPA of 4.92. The other one is 4.93. This one is 4.92 in the same biochemistry. It's time we celebrate them. Congratulations to them. You know, the reason why we celebrate them, some of you watching will think it means nothing. No, we have to. If we have where we applaud and, you know, really celebrate those that have done marvelously well, it will reduce crime and this nonsense of get rich sickness. Imagine the reason why people believe in this stupidity called Okite, as the Anambra State now is fighting it tooth and nail, is we live our life by looking up to others. I know there was a time I bought a property. The only reason why I bought that property was, you know, a friend of mine bought a brand new house, brand new. And, you know, after I visited him, I said, now, wow, I'm actually very, very happy and excited for my friend. But hey, it didn't occur to me. It's not that, you know, that you couldn't do it. It's so, but because of that, I'm not envious, but that gave me the encouragement to say, well, I have to do the same. Now, we learn either from our friends, within our milieu, or those that we see in public. If we see people, just like Soludo always say, if you see people when they throw cash, just bundle like this, he says that money was not gotten through sweat. something is wrong somewhere. And these are not the individuals that we must emulate. But when you see a girl that has done this level of dedication and got this result, that girl should be emulated and that girl should be praised. In this case, I am joining every one of us to say, girl, Chioma Nwosu, girl, you've done well. 4.93 overall grade. Come on, that's next to genius. Only 0.07 mark away from becoming 5/5 cumulative. Not a small feat. If you know, there is first class, and there is first class, and there is first class. So this one is first class that surpasses first class. So we must celebrate her. We must give her our data, our airtime to say once more, congratulations, right? Again, I have seen people making comments. Please, this is not an ethnic thing. And I hate it when every time Nigeria, what we do here, we always try to celebrate people from all angles. There was this girl, I think from Castina, that really came from the slum, and she won chase. I think American competition, and she won $100. And when I looked at people who are saying, no, $100. No, it's not about the $100. It's about the fact that the girl from Castina, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the state, was able to endure, go through that pain, and won this from the slum. And again, that child was, the way we treat children as if the child was with disability. But even in all, because she, the story has it that she doesn't really speak, she's shy, and people now think, oh, disability, this, that, that she's not going to do this, but she defied every odd and came out on top of her class and became the champion. We must celebrate every single person, irrespective of their tribe, irrespective of their religion. And I must finally thank the Lagos State government by giving that 10 million to that girl. I do not care. I don't know her state. I don't even want to know her state, but she has done something amazing. Next year, let other things, that's what I tell my children. If you go to my kitchen now, you will see where I list. My daughter is taking GCSE. So you see where I listed score. If you have A++, that's A star. This is how much you get. And someone said, why would I pay them? So no, you see, sometimes you can use monetary value to encourage the kids. You can use, because growing up, sometimes I say, I wish that somebody promised me that if I do, if I take first, the way we calculate it then, if you take first, they buy you bicycle. Well, if don't they? In fact, if there is one way pass first, now that one are for the take. But hey, after school, we go and play cashew now, play rubber band, play koso, play this. So nobody to get time. But I mean, that's what that time built us. But now, what I'm saying in essence is, it is right to use monetary value to encourage people to get the best out of them. I know that there are some states that still do it, that if you graduate with first class, it is an automatic employment back into the university. And you can't really get that type of GDPA by just sorting your way out or just, doing mago-mago. No, it is a question of sitting your butts down, read, study, understand, and replicate what you've done, right? And I say to Showolu, thank you very much for that gesture. If other state governors, please emulate Lagos State. Whoever is doing right, we must say it. Lagos State did right on this, and we are saying it. Other state governors, even if you can, increase it to 20 million, even 30. That is a better way to spend state's money. You recall that I saw one time a video of Akwa state governor walking in a stadium, and the lady called her attention, say, "Sir, I am producing something." That video actually made me cry. The Akwa state governor looked, and that's when opportunity meet someone who is ready. He said, "Madam, what do you sell?" The woman opened her bag and brought out something that is already packaged. I said, "Sir, this is what I make it in my room." He said, "How much do you need?" He said, "Sir, if I get 3 million." He said, "No, I'm not going to give you 3 million. I'll give you 5 million. And from there, the woman's life will be changed. The children, the husband, because she is doing something. But this quick, go to Dibia. He will just do one thing on the floor and tell you, "Oh, you would make money, do this." It's just absolute nonsense. We have so many people in prison. When the other time I was flying into Singapore, I think I shared it on my Facebook. On the landing card, they will give you when you're flying into Singapore. It will say, it will look, see it written. "Do you have any drug? Submit it here now." Because if you get into the country with any form of hard drug, no appeal. It is death sentence. It's written everywhere. It is shown to you. Now, what these native doctors do, they will tell these young ones, "Oh, if you do this useless, this, that one, scratch your body, scratch this, scratch the other one, give you this mark, you go through the security undetected." Bullshit. Bullshit. I say bullshit because it doesn't work. Those stupid juju cannot. It's just like somebody say, "If I do juju for you now," somebody sends you if I do juju now, then if you send me 10 million naira now, it will not come. I say, "I beg, if you do juju now, make somebody volunteer to send me 10 million. Make the other person where they do juju try stop am. I beg, make you use my account, try am. And if you use my account, try am, please. If it works, please, no refund." If you agree to that test, if you agree to that test, I'm available. I will provide my account number. You guys are just being stingy with your like now. Come on, like, share, and subscribe. And that's all I ask. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. That's a quick run. Now, so many of you have called my attention also to the Labour Party events that happened, 3 days ago. I said, kudos. And some of you say, "Why did Kenneth Okonkwo come back?" I said, "Why wouldn't he come back?" Kenneth Okonkwo said he did not like the leadership of Abure. Now, from all indications, Abure is gone, so Kenneth Okonkwo is back. So it's not about Labour Party. He said it very clear. "I will not. If Abure remains the party chairman, I will not work." So it's good to see Kenneth Okonkwo back in the fold. But again, we still have a lot of work to do. That things, come together. Eventually, we'll come out stronger. I am Mazes. Okay, please like, share, subscribe to Nyenye Media TV, where we explore the truth behind the headlines you read. Salute, if not the French people. I say,